Yo, what's up guys? Teacher Paul over here, and today we have a coffee request. If you want to request a video, go over to Buy Me a Coffee. Link is in the pinned comments. And thank you so much for the support. This video is from Denmark, and this is my Nordic channel. And it comes from Cecilia, who says, this video is about timekeeping in Denmark. It's from Tom Scott. Man, I miss Tom Scott. You know, he's been gone for like a year or so. His departure from YouTube was really sad. When was it? Let me just check before we start this video, but go check out his channel. Tom Scott is, masterclass. It was on the 1st of January, dang, 2024. The beginning of the year, with some quite sad news that he was not going to post videos weekly anymore. And the fact was that he was supposed to post more than weekly. He wasn't supposed to stop like that. But anyways, let's check out this video, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you, Cecilia, for a Tom Scott video. Let's go.
I'm just outside the town of Gudhjem on the northeast coast of Bornholm in Denmark. It's a little out of the way. To get to this point from Copenhagen, I had to drive across the Øresund Bridge and through Sweden.
Take the second exit and stay on Dag Hammarskjöldsväg.
Then take a 90-minute ferry ride and then drive across the island. But this island, or more specifically a north-south line across this island starting right here, is the only bit of Denmark that is exactly 15 degrees east of Greenwich in London. Exactly 1/24th of the way around the Earth, which means that the sun is highest in the sky here exactly 1 hour before Greenwich. This line defines Central European time for Denmark.
Nice.
To explain why there's a problem with that, we need to talk to someone back where I started.
The observatory we are seeing here used to be the official timekeeping of Denmark, so it actually provided what time the national time in Denmark was. In 1893, a law was put in effect in Denmark, at which point the time of Denmark was synchronized with international time zones. So at that point in time, communications, transportation across borders had become so fast, so international, that it was becoming a problem that every country had its own national time scale.
Back before railways and modern telecommunications, every town and village in the world ran on its own time. 12 o'clock was when the sun was highest in the sky, on average, wherever you were. That's called mean solar noon. Once the world started to move fast enough, though, every town and village having its own time became a problem. And steadily, over decades, governments agreed that the official legal time would be the same in each region, in each time zone, and that each time zone would be offset by a round number compared to the time at Greenwich in London. The closest round number to Copenhagen was 1 hour, 15 degrees east, and so Denmark chose that. The clocks everywhere in the country were changed to agree with mean solar noon at this line. But then along came the information age, and it turned out that wasn't quite good enough, because the Earth wobbles.
Earth wobbles a bit in rotation, and that means that it's not exactly the same all year round. And more than that, Earth rotation also slows a bit over time because of tidal forces from the moon. If we were actually in Denmark to follow our own time, like our mean solar time, we would be off with some hundredths of a second, and this would actually make it difficult for Danish financial companies, for instance, to actually trade on stock markets.
Once humanity got the ability to track the Earth's rotation precisely, we found out that noon drifts a little by a tiny and different fraction of a second each day. And when computers and clocks and scientists around the world need to be accurate to within that tiny fraction of a second, that's a problem. So the scientific community agreed to ignore the wobble and created Coordinated Universal Time, UTC, which doesn't care about the Earth's movement. To your phone, your computer, and to your bank, to basically everyone apart from astronomers, a day is precisely 86,400 seconds, as measured by the average of a network of atomic clocks around the world. If you want to be really detailed, then on screen is the full formal definition of a day.
This is the full definition, like formal definition of a day, where 1 second is What? So I've seen UTC. Why is it UTC and not CUT though? Anyways, that's not relevant. That is so interesting. And there are places like India where there are 30 minutes also. It's not only an hour, but they offset by 30 minutes as well, which I, when I first found out about that, I was like, what? It's so confusing because the 30 minutes does make a difference.
And every time the Earth's wobble threatens to drift out of sync with our standard, we add a leap second to UTC, either skipping a second or counting a second twice to get UTC back in line with the annoyingly real Earth and stars.
So why do we use GMT? Because it's easier? It's easier to track with GMT than UTC, right?
The catch is, Denmark never updated its laws.
The official law in Denmark is defined by law from 1893, which states that Denmark follows mean solar time. In reality, Denmark follows the universal coordinated time, the atomic clock time, which is used all around the world. So I made a petition to Parliament in Denmark to try to change this law. Some Danish media took up this story, and following that, a member of the Danish Parliament actually made a question to the minister, and the minister then said that he was actually interested in looking into this and maybe make changes to the law.
As I record this, the error is tiny. It's only about 0.04 seconds, but that's just based on when I happen to be filming here. By the time this video goes live, the error is predicted to be at about 0.06 seconds. By the end of the year, it'll be about a quarter of a second. I've written some code that will keep checking the clocks and automatically update the title of this video as we go, at least until...
Really? So it's right now 0.4 seconds.
The code breaks and I can't bother to fix it anymore. The error could get all the way to 0.9 seconds before a leap second arrives to correct it. But it's not like phones and computers and stock exchanges here in Denmark follow Danish law. They don't pay attention to the stars. They all just use UTC instead and ignore the outdated legislation. So, does it matter?
I think that laws should in general be in accordance with reality. And if not, you should at least decide that we want to keep it this way actively. Denmark does not have any official time laboratory, so we rely on the time services from neighboring countries. This may put us at a disadvantage compared to other countries.
If everyone agrees to ignore a law and the government doesn't care to enforce it, that's fine, as long as the government keeps deciding not to enforce that law, and also to ignore the hypocrisy that government is ignoring its own laws. Fixing that shouldn't be the highest thing on the priority list, but it'd be nice to do it at some point. After all, the United States moved to UTC in 2007 with the America Competes Act, and the UK... You know, it's probably not a good time to bother the British government right now. It can wait. We've got time.
Yeah, you got GMT time. GMT. Oh, man. Tom Scott is absolutely an amazing YouTuber. In fact, he mentioned that he did the code, right? And his most viewed video also has a code that he developed that changes to be the exact number of views. So let's pull up his channel and I'll show you. So you can see over here, like this is his channel, and his most viewed video is where his title follows a code where it updates the views. So this video has exactly 73,916,468 views, and it keeps changing according to how many views it has. So it keeps updating, and you can see 73 million views. That's accurate. That's crazy, isn't it? And this is 5 years ago. Let's see if there's the full number here. No, they don't show. Oh, they show it here. Can you see it over there? 73,916,468 views. Wow. Can you see it down there, or is it too small? That is crazy. His code still works after 5 years. Absurd. What a genius. Anyways, that was a nice video. I think he has more videos about Scandinavia. Fantastic. What a great video. Very informative. And guys, do you think Denmark will ever change the rules? Do you think you will ever change to UTC? Or will you still be GMT? What are you guys saying in the chat? UTC is called UTC because previously we had UTO, UT1, UT2, where UT stands for Universal Time. So I guess it's just to conform to the same pattern. Okay, makes sense. The way the Google Maps lady said, they. What? Tom Scott is actually currently part of a race across Europe. Really? Didn't know that. From the YouTube channel Jetlag. Didn't know that. It's a challenge-based race to capture as many countries as possible. Very cool. Haven't seen that. The channel, not the medical phenomenon. Oh, okay. Jet lag. You love jet lag. Okay, I get it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to watch more videos, then just subscribe to the channel. If you want to request more videos like Cecilia did, go over to Buy Me a Coffee, click over here, and click over here to see my educational playlist. Remember, this is my Nordic channel, but if you want to see more videos, even if it's not Nordic, but it's Tom Scott, then I'll upload it to my main channel. And yeah, I'll see you there. Take care. Bye-bye.